There has been an exciting update from NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft. This mission was to provide insight on how worlds are formed. This is a monumental moment for NASA, as this is the first and successful mission in retrieving samples directly from an asteroid. In 2015, an interview was conducted with Dr. Jason Dworkin, the OSIRIS-REx project scientist of NASA Goddard Space Flight Center. As the advocate for the science team, Dworkin indicated Bennu is a preserver of the solar system we know today. The sample itself will provide an insight of the existence of life. It is believed Bennu holds history from the creation of the nebula to the formation of planets. Studying Bennu is essentially a time capsule that will help to understanding the processes and chemistry that led to the formation of the Earth. Meet Bennu, an asteroid that has been around for more than 4.5 billion years. Scientists believe that within just 10 million years of our solar system's formation, Bennu's composition was already established. What makes Bennu so fascinating to scientists is its age. Because its materials are so old, Bennu may contain organic molecules similar to those that could have been involved with the start of life on Earth. But why Bennu? Why not the meteorites you and I have heard and seen that entered Earth's atmosphere? Well, first, Dworkin explained the reasoning for selecting Bennu. Primarily because it's more accessible from Earth using existing technology. Technology used in reading Bennu indicated it is composed of carbon-rich object that could reveal the early parts of the solar system and understanding of the chemistry. Bennu is also an ideal size to sample, having minimal risk in navigating around. And finally, there has been pressure to understand the astronomical properties to understand objects moving in space. The concerns following meteorites is due to cross-contamination. Meaning, once the object lands on Earth, soil, water, it could potentially pose miscalculations and misreadings. Whereas in space, the sample is directly from the source. In October 2020, NASA's spacecraft had been studying the asteroid for nearly 2 years. The mission was about to reach a critical moment, the touch-and-go (TAG) sample collection maneuver. With precision and skill, the spacecraft successfully performed the tag maneuver, touching the asteroid's surface to collect a sample. The spacecraft's instruments recorded the change in surface topography before and after the tag maneuver, revealing the newly formed tag crater. By comparing the digital terrain models, DTM, scientists can observe the change in surface topography and study the asteroid's composition in more detail. Once the sample capsule touches down, the OSIRIS-REx team will have to act fast. They will practice and refine the procedures required to recover the sample in Utah and transport it to a new lab built for the material at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston. There, scientists will unpack the sample, distribute up to a quarter of it to the OSIRIS-REx science team around the world for analysis, and curate the rest for other scientists to study, now and in future generations. What makes this news unique, is because it is a multi-generational project, in which the samples can be studied thoroughly with the continuous advancement in technology. While a portion of Bennu's sample will undergo analysis, the remainder will be archived. Scientists who wish to conduct their own research will be required to submit a proposal in order to retrieve their share. This summer, crews in Colorado and Utah will practice all of the steps to recover the capsule safely, while protecting it from contamination. At Johnson Space Center, the curation team is rehearsing their procedure to unpack and process the sample inside glove boxes. Meanwhile, members of the sample science team are preparing the investigations they will perform with the sample material once received. But what if the mission didn't go according to plan? After years of analyzing Bennu, scientists were very meticulous in calculating OSIRIS-REx landing on Bennu. However, should have one miscalculation been entered, the entire operation would have failed. A minor error would have thrown the trajectory of the billion-dollar project into the abyss. Had there been any interference with the spacecraft's journey, let alone landing, OSIRIS would have deployed back to Earth, empty-handed. Since the discovery of Bennu, we may hold the past in our hands. Scientists will begin to unravel the truth of how our universe came to be. Now, with the success of this operation, only time will tell. OSIRIS-REx begins its grueling journey home to Earth. The only thing we can do is wait and anticipate what the scientist may uncover this year. Stay tuned for the journey of this spacecraft making history.